table, I would do freehand, just look at things and draw them. Um, it probably, I mean, if you stay at it for a really, really long time, you can make it look just as realistic as I will with this light table. But if you want to use shortcuts, if you're trying to do things professionally, it's helpful to just get a little layout, especially if you want to give people tiered pricing of any sort. Uh, yeah, helps to be able to know that you can lay things out in different sizes just perfectly. When I freehand things, I can try to draw it a certain size, but it always ends up way bigger. And I already probably underpriced myself, so we're going to go ahead and stick with this method. And if there's anyone out there that's pretty good at drawing already and wants to just jump into realism, you just get a little layout first, and everything is just a little bit easier. So some drawings I get really heavy into the layout, and some I just kind of, Baby Yoda probably doesn't need a whole lot of layout before I just jump into the drawing itself. There's a little Baby Yoda nose. As you can see, you can barely even see the detail through the light. This is just telling me some reference points as I draw. Kind of like gridding or projecting. People use those methods too. I have my headphones hooked up to the camera and the computer, hoping that if anyone writes anything, I'll actually get a ping and look up and respond. But it's cool if you don't want to write, just want to watch. I will continue to ramble like an idiot. I have very little formal training, so some of my terminology may not agree to uh, what other people think should be said. And there you go. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I'm going to just draw. Almost done with this layout on this section. I just ran out of 11 by 17 paper, else I could have printed the entire Yoda image and just laid it out in one sitting, but instead I only have my 8.5 by 11s, so I have 3 different pieces of Yoda. This is just the middle section. Alright, that's almost all we need there. A little bit of his bags. Okay. Take that part off. Look at the other side. Apologies for this. This is probably annoying to watch, but I gotta line this up just right so I can get his ear. Alright, that's close enough. I'll just hold it down for time's sake. Don't need to tape, just need a steady hand. Hope everyone's Christmas is going well, or went well. New Year's is tomorrow. It's nuts. I feel like it's going to be Christmas again soon. Blink of an eye. So, when I'm drawing these things, it would be cool if anyone wants to share it or tell other people to watch. I'm going to try to be doing this more consistently, a few times a week. Following the footsteps of the late Bob Ross and just calmly talk about how I'm drawing. Make friends with the trees. Make friends with the Baby Yoda. Yep. And when I print these photos out, I mess with the contrast on there to get it just the way I like it. So that way I don't have to think too much while I'm drawing. I just match the photo. It's another time saver. I spend a little bit of time in the beginning to get it done, but it ends up saving time in the end. Faux show. Get that big old ear. My hair. Boop, 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 boop. I'm almost done with this section. This process of laying it out with the light table is literally saving me like 2 to 3 hours, probably. Actually, more than that, I would assume. Yeah. So there's that part, and then let's get the other ear, and then I will start actually drawing. And nobody's watching me. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Just gonna keep drawing. Hello, if anyone just joined, good to see you. I am finishing laying out Baby Yoda here, getting some heavily requested Baby Yoda drawing finished. This will be probably a hit at the shows. Everyone loves Baby Yoda. So when you're laying stuff out with a light table, you just want to kind of get definitely the hard lines and then some of the contrast transitions. And if you're just learning how to draw, like I said, just probably use freehand most of the time. Hello, 2 viewers. I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're watching. Feel free to jump over on YouTube and Twitch via the links in the description of this live feed. Alright, I'll get the... Yeah, I forgot to do that over there. That's fine. Alright, Baby Yoda, laid out. Baby Yoda is laid out. So now we'll actually start drawing here. Pretty simple, eh? Pretty simple. This thing away. Alright, I need to grab a piece of paper for my hand. This is just a little trick of the trade. Keep it from smearing. Alright. And the stream over on YouTube looks pretty clear and awesome. So if any of you want to jump over there, or Twitch, same stream, that'd be pretty sweet. Because there's no one over there right now. But you know, I'm just going to keep going. So I typically get the mechanical pencil out and I start with the eyes. It's got a little bit of a squint going there. Definitely want to keep a piece of paper around, not only to put it under your hand, but if you want to get your mechanical pencil down to a point, scribble like that, gets it nice and sharp. Kind of get down, see where it is, and then it's whoop, sharp line, just like that. Not that I needed it right then, but just a little tip. Yeah. Just gonna keep on streaming and drawing. I guess that one means I have one viewer. Thank you for watching, one viewer. I hope you're having a great time. Do you watch Mandalorian? If you do, then good for you. It's a good show. I personally like The Witcher better. I don't think it was a better show. I just enjoyed it more. I don't know why. I can't get that toss a coin to your Witcher out of my head. Toss a coin to your Witcher, already a plenty. Whoa. If anyone in the room, I'm very new to this. If anyone watching has any troubles like hearing me, or if it's too loud, or if you're a tech guru and you have any advice, just tell me, because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, we're just gonna get into this. So a lot of times I squint my eyes like this, and for some reason it helps me just kind of focus on the lights and darks instead of all the crazy detail. And then you can kind of get the graphite down and manipulate it as needed. Get the lights and darks down and then make it look sharper as you go. Oh my. Can't even really. Okay. Now. Yeah. Quickly around. If you go to YouTube, you can get a much better look at this. I've linked to it. Oh, totally forgot to record on this guy. Wait, party. It's okay. Hello, one viewer. We are drawing the baby Yoda. So usually I do start with this here. Interesting. If anyone knows anything about social media marketing and wants to do it for me, no, because I suck at it. Oh, goodness. Drawing the Baby Yoda nose. He is the cutest. The cutest Baby Yoda. Yes, he is. He is cute. This appears that my delivery needs a bit of refining. So one of the most important parts of black and white drawing is taking advantage of how easy it is to get contrast. Now, contrast is easy in instruction, but not easy in task. Basically means go darker, and go lighter in the darker and lighter areas. So it requires taking the risk sometimes. Go darker than you think you should go, and then lighter than you think you should go in other areas, especially when they're right next to each other. You get that pop of goodness, contrast. So the first layer is usually just basics. A little bit of shading. I don't get too terribly detailed. This paper that I use is Strathmore 300 series smooth Bristol, and it's very forgiving. So I don't have to worry about being too precise on the first go through. Getting graphite down. It'll turn into painting almost after the drawing. And so you get right up on him. Sometimes you'll see little subtle differences. Instead of staying away. He really is adorable, his little Baby Yoda. Good stuff. Welcome to the room, people that are watching. If you have any questions, I'm assuming that my headphones are hooked up and it will ping me. You can type them at any time. Drawing Baby Yoda, start to finish. And hopefully by the end of it, I'll have more than 0 viewers. But it does not look promising. Yep, it surely doesn't. That's alright. I would be doing this anyway, so it's going to draw. And again, I'm going to throw some feelers out there. If anyone is into social media and actually knows what they're doing and wants to give me some free advice, hey, I'm open to ears. I suck at this. Control. But social media is elusive to me. As soon as I get better at making videos, I will actually be more entertaining when I speak as well. Haha. I should probably attempt to not be so humdrum, but sometimes I get into the drawing and I can't really control exactly how I'm speaking. I can't control the vibe of my voice. But how do I tell him? Because of the unfreezing process, I have no inner monologue. I'm gonna get out the blending stump. Do a little bit of blending for everyone. I think I'll go sideways on this bad boy. Sometimes what I do as well is I'll get out the scissors and just so I can get up closer to the detail, I'll cut things off. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm gonna get right in it. Actually, I think I'm gonna use the paintbrush for right now. The paintbrush is good for really subtle gradients, especially when you're using it on this really smooth paper that I use. It makes it a lot easier to just get a nice light gray underneath instead of worrying about trying to do that with your pencil. If you do it with your pencil, it'll inevitably go on too thick in different areas, which can be fixed with an eraser, but why not do it so that it does not need to be fixed, eh? Eh? So, yeah. As people pop in and out of the room, feel free to ask questions. I suppose I should see if people are typing to me. I'm not really sure. Let's see here. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. So, there we go. Let's draw us some baby Yoders. Yeah, if you want a better view, go to YouTube. I'll try to put it more on the drawing itself. There we go. Yeah, go to YouTube. There's a really good view on there. I suppose next time I'll probably create an event, then start drawing. That's probably the smart way to do it. Oh, dang. Do I really get all up on it like that? Okay. This little goober, he is pretty cute. Good move on Disney to make it a really good live stream show. It has a lot of stuff for the adults that are super obsessed with Star Wars. And then it has this little guy to hook all the newbies. Pretty genius. It's as though they know what they're doing. I just don't know what that's like. I don't really ever know what I'm doing. I just do things. Like a dog chasing cars. Keep looking up, thinking that maybe someone will be in the room watching. Like, that's the plan, right? When you start a live stream, you're like, hey, I think that people will watch me. Oh, well, I thought wrong. We hardcore. We're not hardcore. Hardcore. Lady on the ramp was way hardcore. Oh, goodness. How do you get people to YouTube? I don't know how, but I heard it's cool when you can get people to follow you on YouTube without acting a complete fool. Wop 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 wop. Wop 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 wop. Do 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 do. Hey, so I'm drawing Baby Yoda. I don't live stream often. Thanks for joining. And if you want to see a better stream of it, you can go to YouTube or Twitch. It is linked in the show. Yep. Okay. Da, 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 da. Live streaming, Baby Yoda. Oh goodness, package. Well, hello, I'm here. I'm drawing. Apologies. If you want a better view, go on over to YouTube or Twitch. Until I can figure out how to do it on all three, this is how I'm setting it up. I have two viewers. So this is a blending stump. It's really good for when you have graphite down already. You kind of want to smudge it around. Some people, well, I used to use my fingers, and man, when I started using these, it's like, well, that's a little bit more efficient than a finger. You can get different size ones. These have obviously been used quite a bit. You can use them as much as you want. The more you use them, the more graphite actually will attach to them. Sometimes you don't even need to put much down, you can just use what's on it already. This guy really is pretty cute. Anyone watching notices anything weird about the sound quality or anything like that, go ahead and write something. I assume that the writing will show up on the screen. If anyone wants to just type in a hi, that would be cool, just so I know how this functions. I've never live streamed on the phone before, so you never know. Any help would be grateful. Huh? No? No takers. Well, there's only one of you. Anyone watching wants to see footage of this being drawn up close can go to YouTube or Twitch. It's linked on there. Yeah, that's about all I got. I'm using the blending stump right now. Blending stump is pretty much one of my favorite tools. I love it. It helps me get rid of the pencil marks, therefore making it look photorealistic. That is what we are doing today. We are drawing in photorealism, even though, or we could probably call it Yoda realism. Oh goodness. So anyway, I'm just gonna draw, and this is my second time live streaming. First time on the phone, second time on Facebook page, and I just don't know what I'm doing. So hopefully I'll get better as I go. Yeah. So when you're doing black and white, you want to make sure the black is super black and the white is very clean. And it'll just make it look nice and real. A lot of people show me their artwork at shows, and if they're working in black and white, a similar, especially when you're going into realism, when you're trying to shade and everything. Problem that a lot of people run into is that gray flatness. And if you go around and touch things up like I'm doing right now, just a little hint is where you know there's a break, making it darker. Just makes things pop. Yeah. Take the time to darken those, because that's his face and that's his clothes. So you can put a solid line there. It's no need to hold back on it. Yeah, lips are the same most of the time. Eye slits. Yeah. Yeah, just make sure it's nice and dark where it needs to be dark. A lot of the techniques just require the patience to use them. Not all that difficult, they're just time consuming. Slow your eye down, catch every detail. If you let yourself sit here long enough. Sometimes jump around sporadically as you're witnessing right now the different areas of the drawing. Especially now that I know that I have an audience and I should be speaking the whole time, it's kind of difficult. My mind isn't as focused on the drawing as it could be, but I will assume that I'll get better at that as I go. And actually, if I just keep talking, if I keep mouth vomiting the way I am, I think that my brain will kind of shut off and things will work. That's another trick to drawing is not a technique, but a mindset where you can just kind of know that if you sit down and draw long enough, if you put in the effort, if you work, then your brain kind of lets you relax into it. But you have to sit down first. It's not the other way around. It's not, oh, I'm going to wait around until I get, put in the mood. No. You got to get down dirty and do your work. And then the muse comes or the brain works, however you want to look at it. I actually learned that from listening to, reading and listening to Stephen Pressfield's book, War of Art. He talks about the muse, and he's doing it from a writer's perspective, but it really applies to any creative. He just basically talks about how important working is. There's kind of a stigma on that. Sometimes people don't want to work too hard or whatever, but when you're creative, you gotta jump into your craft even when you don't want to, even when you're not feeling it. And then the muse will help you feel it. And really, that's totally how it works. You just gotta sit down and draw every day. And then eventually, you keep getting better. The muse takes less time to show up. The more you do it, it's pretty awesome. highly recommend War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. He really lays it out. It'll help you get motivated if you need it. He'll be like, hey, get motivated. Oh, my lovely wife is home. Can hear her in the other room. Can't wait. Since I'll be live streaming more often, I can't wait to see how many times I accidentally leave it going and say stupid things. Just record things that I shouldn't. That'll be funny. Sure. I hope. I hope people find it entertaining. I'm gonna just keep drawing and hopefully this will take off and people will be like, hey man, I like to watch him draw. I like Bob Ross. Not really. That was a different class of human. I do not see the likes of him. Hello, love. Don't talk too loud. You're disturbing my 3 viewers. Thank you, 3 viewers. Oh, down to 2 now. Thank you, 2 viewers. And 1. Awesome. My theory is I'm going to be sitting here drawing anyway, so I might as well live stream it. Maybe I'll sing or something until I can get more than 1 person at a time. I think I'll go for a walk outside now. Sunny days calling my name. I hear you now, I just can't stay inside all day. I gotta get out. The summer with your face. Everybody smile at sunshiny day. Everybody feels so happy today. It's gonna be a sunshiny day. If anyone wants to go over to YouTube or Twitch, there's a better view of what I'm drawing. Yeah. Just throwing that out there for you guys. You know how it is. I should probably adjust this camera a little bit. Whoa. Yeah, let's put you down. Perfect. Always good to have your trusty eraser ready to go, or attached to your mechanical pencil, or a regular pencil. I'm going to stop talking. Yoda, baby 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 Yoda. Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda. I have to get into the nitty gritty details in there. See, this is where the realism will really start to pop out. When you get down and you get real close to the drawing, to the photo, and you start seeing the real subtle little things that you could just, give it one big gradient. That would be alright, and it would look kind of cool, but if you want to go into the real realism and get down in there, nothing is really gradiated. It's all kind of its own detail. Fair warning, when I speak about what I'm doing, I don't have any actual real terminology. If I knew it, I don't know it anymore. I have very minimal formal training. Therefore, I make up words a lot and art techniques that are my own words. Oh my goodness, I had 6 viewers there. That was a record. 6 viewers. So, my headphones are hooked up. If anyone wants to write me or say anything or request me whistle any tunes, I am happy to do that if I know the tune. Last drawing stream, someone asked me to whistle something that I didn't know. So I just whistled other stuff. will be also live streaming from shows next year. Probably just 10 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Who knows? I just make things up as I go, Indiana Jones style. If anyone watching wants to hop over to YouTube or Twitch, there's no one over there right now. You have the room all to yourself. But yeah, there's a much better version of the video that I'm currently making. It's live streaming on other channels. Really, because I don't know how to do it any other way. And it helps to promote channels that I have almost no followers or no followers on with my Facebook page that has a bunch of followers anyway. I really hope that no one is writing anything on the screen because I can't see it if you are. Baby Yoda is the place to be. Baby Yoda is the drawing for me. See, yeah, he's got all those little tiny wrinkles. You gotta get all of them. Every single one. Or else it's just not Baby Yoda. It's just drawing. I want to make Baby Yoda come to life on the page. That's my goal. I do believe that live streaming is going to require a lot of patience on my part and on the viewer's part. Because I got some potential here, I think. To have a good thing going. Just don't know what I'm doing right this moment. Helps to have a good eraser. Always helps to have a good eraser. You know what? I'm just gonna. Let's go ahead and put this. we stay like that. Nope. This thing does not work as advertised. Well, there you go. Alright, we're just gonna keep drawing. Oh, crepes. Crepes.